Hello and welcome to Movie Phone. Why does that voice? Oh, I do that voice naturally for some reason, and every time it makes me think of that stupid movie phone thing they used to call to find out when the movies were. Hello and welcome to Comlands. No, we're in Glenleathann. And we are doing the author intended challenge, which actually there's a new person. Let me turn the music down. There's a new person doing the challenge now. Bruce actually just started the author intended challenge recently. It's really awesome to see someone else actually doing my challenge and doing it actually on a pretty quote unquote challenging map for this challenge. Just like this map being that there's lots of, this map has lots of base game productions. They're just all modified, which makes it a little bit harder. And there's a couple extra recipes, but he's doing it on Poor Boy's Mason County, which I definitely want to play at some point. Maybe we'll play that in one of the upcoming series or themes or whatever. But he's doing it on Poor Boy's map, Mason County. And there are so many custom productions on that map that it's going to be pretty, not hard, but it's going to be challenging to keep track of it all, honestly. But there's so much to do on that map that it's endless. You play that map forever and still not get to everything. But it's also relatively easy to make money on that map, which is one of the reasons why it's also a good choice for the challenge, because you're not struggling for money, so you can expand pretty quickly. There's not too many fields. There's a lot of forestry. Very fun map to play. I don't know why it keeps saying start overloading slurry. I'm not sure. That's kind of weird. But welcome in. How is everybody? Kick Sticks, thanks for being here. I've actually, funny enough that you were like one of the first people to join the chat tonight. I've actually been watching your videos all day long. You've probably seen my comments come through on every video, but I've been catching up with your Comland series. And just want to say, great job. I know that this is somewhat a new thing for you for producing content. I think in one of your recent videos you were mentioning that you used to live stream a lot. But it's coming along awesome. I'm happy that you were part of the challenge. I didn't actually start the challenge. I know I kind of talk about it like I did, but it was totally Crust2. All I'm doing is managing the playlist. And I'm only managing the playlist for super selfish reasons, because I want a playlist that I can watch everyone's videos and keep everything in order, right? And that's the only reason I'm doing it, because I want to see everybody. I think there's like 25 people. Can you believe that? 25 people all doing that challenge right now. I don't think we need this. Let's turn that off. Which is crazy to think there's not just 25 people, 25 people doing a challenge that one person made. And somewhat, Crust2's got like 3,000 subscribers. Low subscribers count in regards to everyone else, but he's got pretty good subscribers. But there's 25 other people who are doing a challenge that he just made up, just like the challenges I've made up, and they're all doing it at the same time, and they're all producing content. And not only there's 25 people, but there's at least another 24 that I know of that are also doing the challenge, and they're just doing it on their own. Like, I know Towboat here is doing the challenge, but he's not producing content on it. And like Dust Bunny's doing it, he's not producing content. There's 2 or 3 people on Crust2's Discord server who are doing the challenge, but they're doing it on the Discord server, not streaming it, but like sharing it through the Discord live stream chat thing. It's super cool. I'm really enjoying everyone's videos. I kind of like to watch people's videos in a batch. That's the way I like to watch it. So like yesterday I was catching up with Northern Farm Sims videos. A couple days ago I was watching Milk That Hen, and now I have 4 or 5 videos of his to catch up on. And some new people who I'd never seen videos on, like Leroy is a new content creator who I was watching. He's only got 2 or 3 videos up, but they're all, it's fun to watch. It's fun to see everyone else's perspective. The one that there's 2 people that are really kind of, that are surprising me right now. One is Farmer Mike. He's just got such a really positive attitude, and he's so excited to learn everything that he learns, and it's just really fun to watch because he's just so happy and so excited. And I know that you know, he's coming in from another country. I think he's Dutch. I think he's coming in from the Netherlands. So we're getting people from all over the world. And then the other one I want to talk about all over the world. The other person I've been having a blast watching is Jack Sarge Gaming. I think that's his name. I know it's Jack Sarge. I forget if there's a gaming on there. But anyways, he's also a relatively new content creator with not very many subscribers. But he's also kind of like, it's like half playing the game and half doing kind of some really funny roleplay stuff. And it's hilarious. He's got a really good... he's got a really good voice for storytelling. Let's put it that way. Denmark, thank you very much, Denmark. And it's really fun to see like all the stuff he comes up with. And like a lot of us, he's including, you know, the names of the other people who are also doing the challenge with, you know, in his videos and as characters in his story, which is really fun to see. He's reached out to me a couple times to help him fix up one of my favorite mods of all time, one of my favorite vehicles of all time, which is the Unimog. I'm a big fan of Unimogs. My very first playthrough, and the very first thing that I modded for Farm Sim to show on a video was a version of the Unimog, the U400. And so the Unimogs have a special place in my heart. If I could sell my truck right now and get like a 5000 series Unimog, I would do it in a heartbeat. Even though I have no reason whatsoever to own that truck, I would totally do it because it's just a beast. Kobe Gaming, I saw you come in. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming in. And welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing? We are into November, and it was raining this morning already, and I think the weather shows that it's going to rain again. Oh no, I have like 2 hours until it rains. That means I need to get onto my sugarcane harvest quickly. I'm going to leave the time scale at 1 just to make sure that I can get the sugarcane harvest done. And we'll go back to trucking and delivering slurry. I didn't help him with the horn. Yeah, the horn is really good. I had no idea what he was doing with the horn. I never heard it. All I did was instruct him on the right place in the XML to put the code for the horn. And I heard it the first time on video, and I was like, oh my gosh, really? It's amazing. But anyways, we are on Glenleathann. We're finishing up our author intended challenge. We have our challenge here. If you haven't seen it before, Kix, you may have not seen this before, but this is a challenge of my own making, very much like Crust2 made up the 200 horsepower challenge. And the goal of this challenge is to play the game the way the author intended to play the game. So if you're on a map like this map, and the author, like, you start off with just the equipment the author intends you to start off with. So you start off with the same starting equipment. I swapped out all of the starting equipment for Kloss equipment of the same or lesser value, but that's just me. And then the other part is, so for the first year, you play through a normal playthrough, but you can't buy any equipment. None at all. You have to play with what the author gave you. And it's a really hard first year. And I've seen multiple people do that first year now, and it's a tough first year. But it really highlights like how well, or not well for that matter, a author, sorry, hold on, has set up their map. And it highlights that if they did a good job setting up their map, then they're going to have everything you need to be able to make it through your first year. And then the second part of the challenge is you also have to do everything that the author gave you on the map. So in my example, we have animals, and for every one of the animal barns, I have to get them to capacity. So like, this is the sheep barn. There's tons of sheep in here. I don't even look at which ones they are anymore. Because there's so many. Look at this. It's like 4 pages of sheep, and some of them are male, some of them are female, whatever. The cow barn, also, some are male, some are female. I'm getting so much milk that I don't really care whether they're male or female at this point. And horses, I have to fill them up. So as of this morning, The cow barn is still at like right around 1,400 cows, which they eat a ridiculous amount of food. And the sheep are at 1,800. So I'm hoping that both the sheep and the cows are gonna have babies soon and then hit that 2,000 number. Whether they both hit it right away or not is still to be seen, but we'll find out soon enough. And then the other part of the challenge is you're supposed to do all of the things on the map that the author intends you to do. So if they spent the time to customize a base game production or put down their own production or add a custom crop, you have to do all of those things at least once. And if it's a production, you have to do each recipe and fill up the output of that recipe at least once. So on this map, Cavailier Roy decided to modify every single base game production and change the outputs, which has been, oh my goodness, a pain in the butt. But that's what this challenge is, and it's actually pretty fun, and I'm almost done. So if we look at my checklist, I have to keep a checklist going. These are all the things and all the recipes and all the stuff that I have to get done. And I'm at like 50 something out of 75 or so. I forget what the total number is. But I'm doing pretty good. I'm not doing great. I'm doing pretty good. But we'll get there. Horse riding mod. Good question. There is a horse riding mod. I don't know. It's not going to show up in the store. Like if I go here, it's not going to show up here. But there is a horse riding mod that I'm using. I'll look up the name for it and I'll send it to you. But basically it's you add it to your mod folder, and then as long as there's horses in the pen, they take care of riding the horses for you and keeping them clean. So every morning when you wake up, basically the horses are already taken care of. And I did that because in my last series, yeah, it's a really long list for this map. In my last series on Calmsden, keep almost saying Calmlands, Calmsden Farms, I also did horses because there was horses on the map, and it was a lot of work to ride those horses every day. A lot of work, and it just became like tedious and problematic. And on this map, I don't know if I'm gonna make that. On this map, there is a 16 horse pasture on the starting farm, which means that I have to get 16 horses and keep them healthy. I could have done it manually, but I decided to use the mod. Let's look at the horse thing. So here's our horses. We renamed some of them. See, some of them, all of them have cleanliness and fitness. Daily riding, not yet. They do it at the end of towards the end of the day. But these horses are 20 months, and at 24 months, I will be done. So 4 more months, and the horses can get sold, which will be good because I don't really like having horses there because they just take up time and space and energy and all that kind of stuff. We're gonna have to go counterclockwise. Actually, I just realized that. Because the auger for this thing is on the other side. So this is my setup for doing sugarcane. Now I've done sugarcane in multiplayer using base game sugarcane equipment. Not the 2-meter thing from Jatco, the 1-meter case one. I did it during a multiplayer challenge and it was not fun. It took so long. And even with modded equipment and modded trailers, it took forever and a day. And on here, yoink, what I've found works really good is using a auger wagon trailer attached to the forage harvester with the sugarcane head on it. And the reason I use an auger wagon is then I can go like this. And I can pick this guy up. And then hold on 1 second. I have to turn auto drive back on because we're going to use auto drive for fun. For funsies. We're going to have him wait right here. What is this? This is field 28, right? We're going to have him wait at field 28. We're going to have, whoops, wrong one. We're going to have him wait at field 28. We're going to have him dump at, where are we having him dump? Sugar? Selling point? Vehicle? Productions. Sugar mill unload. That's not the sugar mill unload. How did I click on that? There we go. So we're going to have him empty out the forage wagon or the auger wagon, and then we'll keep going. Yeah, so to do the challenge, you just have to get the number of animals to full and then keep it full for at least a month. Because, you know, at some level it actually takes a good amount of effort to keep those things full with all those animals in there. So what I'm saying is I'm going to say 3 months. It has to be full, and they have to stay full for at least 3 months. The horses are different because the horses have the riding and all kind of stuff. So I've said 12 months for the horses. But for the sheep and the cows, they'll get full up to 2,000, and then I'm going to keep them full for 3 months, and then I'll can sell off whatever I don't need or don't want. But I mean, the sheep are eating like, I wish I had that mod that tells you how much they're eating per day. I think I might add that because it tells you right here in the UI how much they're eating per day. They're eating a redonkulous amount of food. Like, I think the cows are currently eating around 300,000 or 400,000 liters of yeah, 300,000 or 400,000 liters of TMR every day. And the feeding robot is feeding them, so I don't have to worry about making the TMR. But it's a massive amount of TMR. And the sheep, they're eating like 200,000 liters of hay or straw or whatever per day. That's a bad corner. I'm gonna correct that. Much better. Now, if you are on a map that has hedges to do this challenge, and you don't have... No, I'm not gonna do that. It's not the right one. I'm just gonna have him go dump. Sorry, I'm changing my mind is what I want to do with this. Go. He's gonna go dump that at the sugar mill. Have fun. I have to get back to harvesting because it's gonna rain soon. But yeah, they're eating a lot of food. I actually am really interested to use that mod and figure out how much they're actually eating, because it feels like a lot, but I don't know how much. Hey, Rusty. How are you tonight? I'm so sorry, Rusty. I missed your stream last night. I was recording and then family stuff, and I didn't even see your stream alert pop up, mainly because I probably wasn't looking at my phone. But I did get your stream. It's in my list. I'm going to watch it tomorrow if I can. But welcome in, Rusty. Thanks for being here. We are harvesting sugarcane. And at 9 meters, this field is not going to take very long. We're already like almost a third done with the field. And I was actually planning on doing it at not 9 meters, but at 6 meters, because there is a 6 meter version of this header. But for some reason, I didn't do a very good job editing it, and it wasn't working. With course, it wasn't working for the sugarcane at all. It was just not working. And then when I looked at it, I was like, oh, I forgot to do this and this and this and this and this. And I had a whole list of stuff that I'd forgotten to do, all of which would have taken way too much time before stream to fix. So unfortunately, I couldn't use my 6 meter header, and I had to use the 9 meter header. But I did buy all the equipment. None of it's leased. But I mean, I have a bazoodles of money right now, so That is a technical term, zoodles. Oh, this isn't actually the edge of the field. That's gonna stink. Okay. Corgi, what is going on? How are you? So, to answer your and 5Gen, thanks for being here. Welcome in. Cody, not Corgi. I said Corgi. Sorry about that. I think it's because your last name has a G in it. So Cody Jorgensen. There we go. Sorry, Cody. The mod that gives me the overlay for the steering is the enhanced vehicle mod. So the enhanced vehicle mod is a couple things. It's these lines on the field. If I change it, I can also get this, which is like the width of my thing, which doesn't work really great for a forage harvester, but works really good for like a trailed implement. And then it also gives me, if you can see down the lower right hand side of the screen, this whole thing here. So all of this up here is all from the enhanced vehicle mod, as well as there's one or two other things that you can add. I have them turned off. One of them is the ability to turn on and off 4-wheel drive on any tractor. The other one is a parking mode. So if I hit this, if I hit Control T, it's going to put this vehicle in parking mode. So when I tab, I won't be able to tab to that vehicle, which is really handy when you have like a lot of vehicles, or you have vehicles that you don't want to tab to. Like on this playthrough, there's a forklift at the shop, and I don't want to have to tab through the forklift at the shop. It's the shop's forklift, not my forklift, you know? But the lines in the field are generated from if you see down here in the corner, there's two icons. There's a little steering wheel icon, and that just means it's going to go straight. And then this one is the lane guidance. And the lane guidance, there's this menu that pops up, and you can change all of this stuff, and these are all the HUD settings. But the lane guidance basically lets you, like if I want to change the lane guidance to be here, I just hit Shift T, that's what I have it bound to, and it gives me new lanes. Now the lanes are going this way. And if I hit my space bar, which is the one I have set to bound to go straight, as you see in the bottom right hand corner, see how everything turns green? That means that this app is currently locked into its like measurement, right? And so if I just let it go, it'll go along that line that I just did. And if I realize, oh wait, I'm gonna miss something, if we look over here, I'm gonna miss. So if I can actually shift the line over like this, re-hit my space bar, and then it'll go to that new line. And then my favorite thing about this mod is if I hit the auto turnaround button, I'm gonna hit Control Home for me. That's just what I have it bound to. Its default is bound to something else. If I hit Control Home, hands free, the tractor just did a perfect U-turn and went right back onto the straight line that it needs to be on. Hands free. And not only that, I can have it turn it around automatically. I can go here and say turn around automatically, hit OK. Now I won't have to touch anything. It'll get to the end of the line and it'll turn around by itself. Hopefully it won't hit the hedges, but it might. So I'm just going to call this out. This is me with my hands free. Don't hit the hedges. Come on, come on. Oh, you bastard, you turned too late. And you can change the distance from which they turn around. Horse Helper, thank you very much, Tobo, for looking that up. I believe Horse Helper is the one that I'm using, actually. Just because I don't want to have to ride the horses, but I have to have the horses as part of the challenge, so, you know, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, it's still getting done. Right? So I'm going to go back to my straight up and down lines, because that makes me happy. For some reason, even though I set like courses all the time, I prefer like the 0 and 90 degree lines if I'm making my own lines. I don't know why, I just do. But you can go in the menu here and you can set it up to like it turned around at 9 meters, so that was too far. So if I can set it up like here to 20, whoops, 20 and hit OK. And now when it automatically turns around, it's going to turn around like 2 headlands back. which might actually work. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I think there's only one map actually that I know of where horses are actually worth doing, and that's Hinterland. Omatana has updated Hinterland. See, it turned too early, and so it's just a little bit of tweaking to get that right. Whoops. But on Hinterland, Omatana set it up so those horses, the horses are worth a lot more. So if you ride them daily and then you go to sell them at their sell price, at most they're worth like $40,000 or $50,000, which is actually real. Those numbers are pretty legit. I've mentioned before that my family is into horses, and so those kind of numbers do make sense. All right, so we're gonna pause here and see where our sugar delivery service is. Oh, he got somewhere. Where is he? Oh. You're supposed to unload, dude. He didn't unload. He like drove up to it and was like, oh, I haven't gone far enough. I think it's because I'm using this huge trailer and I haven't used this huge trailer before. Yeah, and you know, honestly, I've used all of them, Cody. I originally when I first started playing Farm Sim 2.5 years ago, I started out with VCA, and there's still some people who I know, like my good friend Tony Miff, who will probably be here soon. He always uses VCA. He swears by it. And then for a while I was using GPS, which a lot of people call GPS, but it's really guidance steering, which is another mod. They're all on GitHub. They're not on ModHub for most of them. In guidance steering, the difference in guidance steering is it's like it has a menu and it tries to remember stuff for you, and it does a lot of like extra things. And I got so sick of having to open a menu to set a course and to configure that course. I just want to hit a button to, you know, adjust the course. I don't want to have to open a menu to do it. So like that special menu that I showed with all those customizations, this is really just settings. It's not actually affecting your course. All of your course stuff is done with keybinds. And I'm a, you know, my gosh, I totally forgot it. I play on keyboard and mouse, so I'm used to everything being bound to computer things. I'm gonna drive this guy back. Actually, let's get this guy going back on his own. Field 28. I think it was field 28. Is it 28? Give me 30 seconds. I just realized it's really dark in here because the light's not on. Why didn't you turn on the light, Josh? Gosh. Luke Marshall, welcome in, sir. How are you tonight? We are having fun on Glenleathann with some new stuff. We've got a new forage harvester, which is super fun. I've been waiting for that for a while. While the guy's driving back, we're going to check our honey production. I totally just jumped over all the hedges. And look, stacked pallets. Imagine that at a honey production. That's amazing. Is this going to give me more? Probably not. Ooh, look at all this stuff that's ready to done. We have, I don't know, goodness gracious. We have brioche, we have waffles, we have cookies, pizza, cakes, bread. Wow. That's a lot of stuff. And the FPS is just going crazy here. 24 FPS with all those bees. That's pretty good FPS. Honestly, I think so. Thank you. I was hoping there's going to be more to deliver, but that's it. Yeah, Luke, I agree. I can't imagine what him and his family are going through. So our prayers are definitely with Bruce. Bruce is gaming. Unfortunately, there was someone who passed away in his family, and our prayers are with him. All right, and now we are gonna run across the map. Going for a nice little jog. Going over to our dairy. Gonna throw some yogurt and cookies or whatever that is. I don't know. Oh, how's this doing, by the way? We have 19 pallets of yogurt. That's good. We need 30. So as soon as we get 30, that one will be done, which is great. We have a whole ton of grape juice. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 per row times 4, that's 24 pallets of grape juice. And then all the other grape juice that's here, I think the grape juice is done. Grape juice, done. Where's the grape juice? We have enough grape juice. And we have a ton of grapes, so I'm just gonna let it keep running. What we'll actually do though is we're gonna do this. We're gonna set this to selling, and so it'll sell the grape juice instead of spawning it because we don't need it anymore. Oh, and let's check the tailor shop. We don't check this tailor shop very often. Oh look, sense for fashion. So we have, I can't even count, 12 pallets here, and there's 174 pallets of clothes inside the tailor shop, so I think we have enough clothes. 174,000 pallets of clothes. Or sorry, 174 pallets, not 174,000 pallets. That would be silly. Oh my gosh, Lucio, I'm so sorry to hear that. My prayers are also out for you and your family. I know what that's like, and it's not fun. Yeah, that's tough times, but stay strong and just remember that, you know, especially during those kind of times, mental health is also very important. So if you feel yourself getting down, reach out to someone, and even if it's just to talk or bitch or moan or whatever, reach out to someone. Don't stay alone. That's all I'm saying. We're here for you guys. Which is the same thing I told Bruce. You know, reach out to us. We're here. We're here to be supportive. So everyone gave me a hard time last time with the oilseed radish here. That I said, I don't need it. It doesn't do any good. Who cares? Yada, yada, yada. Where's the truck? Why this route? I haven't been able to fix this yet. But this route, for some reason, to get into this corner right here, it goes through this thing. Oh, that's why. I just figured it out. I'm so smart. It does it because of that. Now it'll work. Because they come from this side of the street, they go over here, and then they'll cut in. Alright, I fixed it. All better now. Every time I send my workers to the fields over on this side of the map, the ones that I own, they always drive through the carpentry for no reason. Which, by the way, has a lot of pallets of furniture ready to be sold. And you can see how good I'm doing at the productions, right? if we go into our time-saving stock check, which, by the way, if you're not using this mod, how dare you? I'm actually online friends with the author of this mod, is Marks, one of the Marks, and like if we look, we have 2.3 million. Oh, max value $3.4 million worth of clothes to sell in May. That'll be fun. The grape juice that we were just looking at, only worth 92k. Not very expensive. We have, what do we have just sitting around? $1.6 million worth of straw. We have a total of $12 million of 12 million liters of straw. That's just a little bit. The furniture, we don't have very much. I don't know why. That's weird. Where's the clothes? Oh, I like this song. Yeah, $2.3 million worth of clothes. That's the one we're looking at. Anyways, let's go get this trailer unloaded so we can get back to our weird harvest. It's aptly named time-saving stock check, because you can just come in here and be like, oh, I have some brioches. Where do I sell them? Oh, wait, the best time to sell them is in October. But if I sell them right now, I'm only losing 83 bucks. So I could sell them now and I'd still make pretty good profit. It's pretty good. But where are they? Oh, let me check. There's 2 places I can sell them. That's cool. And where are they? Oh, let's see where I have some in the garden shed and some in the bakery. Okay. Like, there's so much information there. This just, and it checks how much stuff you have spawned on the map, as well as in pallet and object storages, which is super handy. And I'm an idiot and I forgot to put the pipe out. By the way, this mod is actually on Mod Hub. This is the Star of Revoke Ninja. I actually really like this as a trailed cart auger wagon thing. I've just updated it to have more capacity and be colorable. It's not actually colorable by default, but like, that doesn't stand with me. That's like a no. That's a no-go for Josh. If it's not colorable, that's quickly getting edited. If I like it and it's not colorable, it has to be black. And then this truck, I can't believe I'm like navigating through here without even looking. Sure mill unload point. I'm like trying to like set up auto drive while driving, which is never a good plan. Here we go. And we get here and go. Nope, wrong button. That was not the go button. So that actually, those first 2 loads of sugar cane actually is more than enough to check off sugarcane sugar off of our thing. We needed to create go, turn all that on. We're making lots of sugar. We need the yeast over the bakery. But the reason why that's important is there's just one more thing off of our checklist we needed to create to get at least. And so the goal here, we agreed on 30,000 liters. So this is 4 to 2. So 167,000 liters of sugarcane is going to create 80,000 liters of sugar, which is more than enough to meet our checklist for our goals. So we can check sugar off of our checklist, which is great. And then the other one that I'm just watching is like the dairy and the bakery. Those 2 are like, they're slow. They're not very fast. I haven't sped them up yet. but they're a little bit slow as far as processing speed. So we're just waiting for them to do all the things. And for the bakery specifically, oh look, it's turning around on its own. Did I tell you to do that? I don't remember, guys. Did I tell him to turn around on his own? Gotcha. Oh, I did. It's still bad. I think 12 is good. Let's try 12. The bakery's just making so much stuff, and the recipes are very complex. It's not just a regular bakery. No. Cavailier Roy wanted it to be super awesome. So he made, you're making bread, cake, which is normal bakery stuff. Then you're also making waffles and pancakes and donuts. Look at that recipe for donuts. That's the hardest recipe for donuts anywhere. Like, even all the donut mods, even Yos's donut mod, even the one for ER Shaba, the one ER Shaba one's super easy. But this one takes flour and pasteurized milk and butter and sugar and chocolate and canola. Like, it takes all of those things. That's super complex. Sandwiches, which is actually, I like the sandwich idea because you get to use the bread for something and you're making basically a grilled cheese with tomato and lettuce, which is actually pretty cool. I like the sandwich thing. I wish it was everywhere and not just only on this map. What is this guy doing? Okay, 12 wasn't a good number. We tried. Let's try 16. The trick here is finding a number where he can turn around and not hit himself on the freaking walls. Because this auger wagon, even though it's great and it has wheels that turn on the front, which are actually pretty fancy, it makes backing it up really, really hard. I suffer from backup terror on this harvester. All right, there we go. I don't really need the pipe out right now, but I'm gonna need it out in a minute. Whatevs. So actually our estimation was really good. The whole goal for this field was to get that sugarcane thing done, which means we could technically turn this field over and use it for something else. One thing about sugarcane is that it regrows, which is nice. And I don't remember, do you have to mulch sugarcane before it regrows? Does anyone know? Kix, didn't you say you were gonna like be looking up your like list or something? No. Oh, it looks like we're mulching it already. That's cool. Like the parts we've touched have been mulched. And it doesn't need rolling or anything. I think with these fields are just, you know, I think we forgot to roll one of our fields. Josh. Well, yeah, this header, wonderful. It makes this super easy. One of the easiest way to do this, pretty much straight off a mod hub, is the ultimate forage, my ultimate forage wagon tip for consoles. For consoles is this: get yourself a forage harvester, any forage harvester, and then get yourself whatever headers you need to cut whatever you need to cut, and then get, where is it? And then come in here and go to, isn't there a section for them? Oh, that's the stuff I own. I'm looking in the wrong category here. No, that's what I own. Where's the sections that I'm looking for? Hold on, I have to stop before I run into the wall. Gosh, I can't even use the thing. Get a dolly. Don't get the two-wheeled, don't get the two-axle dolly. That one doesn't work. Either one of these. This one's the base game. And then get yourself a big rig trailer, like the superior one. This takes 500,000 liters. Or get like 82 Studios one, which takes 250,000 liters. Or whatever you want. Just get something that takes a lot of liters. and then tow it behind it. Now the key here is you need a dolly axle behind the forage harvester. And so one really great way on like a challenge to pick up, to do grass, if you're doing it into a silo, is to use big rigs and like the 82 Studios trailers and just tow those behind the forage harvester, and picking up 500,000 liters of grass actually doesn't take very long. Sweet. I'm just gonna send this guy straight over to the sugar factory just because why not? So we'll fold that up, close that up, back that up. Oh, look at me backing up the dolly trailer like a pro. Whoop, whoop. Yes, thank you very much, Rusty. I never actually asked, so don't forget to smash that like button. Tell YouTube that you like my content, and YouTube might give me a present or something. I don't know. They're not going to give me a present at all. Sugar mill unload point. Go. And look, he even put the cover up. So nice. I know, Rank. I'm sorry. I'm driving a forage harvester across the map. Sue me. I know it's not the right way to do it, but, you know, it is what it is. And that was the quickest sugarcane harvest ever. Luckily, it was a small field. So I noticed something today. If for those of you who are doing the Comlands 200 horsepower challenge. Hey, Tony, welcome in, Tony. And Rank, by the way, I said hi. Welcome in, Rank. Thanks for being here. I noticed something today. I don't know why I even bother, but if you go into balers and you scroll past all the stuff that is special for me, this one, why am I even looking at this? This one is 200 horsepower. It's 200 horsepower, right? 200 horsepower, right? And it's a 200 horsepower challenge, isn't it? It's going to need some upgrades, though. But 200 horsepower challenge. Why not, Tony? Courseplay is going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And wood chips sell really good on that map. I've never done it. I always... I've done poplar, so I have poplar on one other save right now. On the Middleburg save, I have poplar, and I'm going to be using the poplar forage header for that. Yeah. Here, go home. Nope, not there. Actually, let's go there. Just make sure that my new turn works. Go. You'd rather quit FS? Well, I'm thinking I can just... You will get it painted black. Welcome in, Kegarino. Thanks for being here, buddy. It'll get painted black. Don't worry. I would only do it, though. I'm thinking of doing it. The only reason I'm thinking of doing it... It really makes me laugh. I want to see what a 180 wood chip bale looks like. Now, I know that doesn't exist, but this is me we're talking about. Come on. Like, making a 180, a new 180 bale type, no big deal. And I'll make it like a, you know, I can even make it, but it has, on that save, it has to be a realistic, like, size. So if it's a 180, it's going to have to be like, you know, whatever. I don't even know what a wood chip bale is, how many liters it is, but it's just have to be scaled up. But if I do 180s, I think it won't be that bad. And I think it'll be a fun challenge for myself to try to figure out how to do courseplay and not have courseplay run into the bales that it's dropping. I think that would be kind of fun. That was good. Good job, AI. Great job. T-Bone, Mr. T-Bone, welcome in, sir. How are you doing? Hope everything is well. I can't wait to see your new maps. I know that you're still working on those maps, but I can't wait to see them. What's next? I don't actually know what's next. It's gonna rain soon. This field's just gonna grow on its own, so we don't care about that. We could merge. These two fields still need to get plowed and merged, but there's no point in doing that until we're gonna plant them. So I'll just wait till I'm gonna plant them, because then I can probably mow this grass again. The grass isn't ready to mow, and it's not gonna be ready to mow for a while. These fields are merged and ready to plant. I think they're ready to plant. Yeah, they're pretty much ready to plant. They do need some extra stuff, like lime and whatnot, but that's not bad. An avoidance system. Yep. Here we go. We got to see if this guy makes the turn right. This is how Auto Drive 102, your course for tonight, this evening, is how to correct an auto drive route that's just being dumb. And this one was driving into the carpentry for no good reason, doing a whole backup loop for no good reason, and I think I just fixed it. So what he should do right here is he should swing out and then turn in and then run into the hedges. That's what he's gonna do. Ready? Go ahead, do it. Do it. Run into the hedges. I dare you. I dare you. Oh, just made it. Nice. He made it. I'm so proud of him. Such a good little worker. You got 2 million liters of silage last night? Nice. Were you using that silage header thing I gave you? Oh. So he's done. He found the forage header that I left here. That I'll have to pick up and move. Alright, so all we have left to do, it's November. We need to get to May or something, which is the next time we can do anything, I think. So we're going to feed the animals. We're going to move some poop, because these animals poop a lot. And we're going to progress through the time. And when we run out of silage, we're going to have to empty this silage pit here, which has 600,000 million liters of silage or something. I don't remember. Something stupid. Nice. Nice rank. That sounds like a really big field. I would not want to be mowing that. And as you can see, the poop thing is filling up nicely. I don't know how anyone could say that the poop thing is filling up nicely. That's just not something most people would say. Oh, look, we have eggs. We should probably deliver those. I should get that egg delivery mod, or the animal products delivery huts. They're like little hut things you put on top of, put one trigger on top of the other trigger to be able to deliver the animal stuff. You can do auto drive, right? You know how to do auto drive. Pick up at... No, this guy's gonna... I'm gonna teach him how to do auto drive. Come on, you can do this, right? Probably not. Starter farm. Cows slurry load point. Go to the digester unload point. Go. I pressed the wrong button. I didn't hit the go button. 73 period. Nice. Well, that's some silage for you, Rank. Are you putting it all into a silage pit? Good luck compacting that. By the way, I saw on Farm Sim Snowy's stream, there's a really good silage compacting. There's a set of rollers. They look like tire rollers, like a solid row of tire rollers, and they're super good for compacting silage. None of this driving back and forth for 6 hours stuff. That one you just do it. It's quick and dirty. All right, we're going back over here, getting this truck. Go deliver the poop. Fermenting silo, yeah. Oh, you know the does anyone know the American fermenting silos pack? Really nice fermenting silos pack. Not very functional. They look nice, and they were pulled over from 19, I think. They're the old blue silos. I made a quad last night where I took one of those silos and I made it a group of 4 of them with 1 input, 1 output. And then I updated it to support to have silage recipes for like everything in the game. So it can make alfalfa silage, alfalfa hay silage, clover silage, or not, sorry. Yeah, it can make all of those things. Clover silage, clover hay silage, straw silage, corn straw silage for maps that have corn straw on them also. It's pretty awesome. I was proud of that one. Look at me trying to edit auto drive while driving again. BGA. No, 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 go. Go! Nope, that's not the right way to the BGA. Nope, nope. Sorry, you're going the wrong way, dude. We're in Europe, so you need to drive on the other side of the road. There you go. Good job. Good worker. Oh, this guy's full. He's gonna go to the spinnery. Like, so much stuff to do. Spinnery. I'm actually gonna enjoy when I have to get rid of the sheep. Because they produce so much wool. I don't, like, they're producing, like, more wool than any map or any spinnery tailor shop base game would be able to handle. Like, if with this amount of wool that they're producing on like a daily basis, you'd need like 5 or 6 spinneries and like a dozen tailor shops. But luckily I have a mod that allows me to customize the production speed of anything because I'm good like that. So I've set the tailor shop. When I say that I'm calling in all the extra workers, calling in the workers, all I'm doing is upping the production speed. But I'm not touching them. I'm not actually editing anything. No editing code. I don't do that anymore. That often. But yeah, I made a quad fermenting silo because I'm playing on another map that has a bunch of custom crops on it and it needs a fermenting silo like that. So that's what I'm doing and it's really fun. So I started, we were talking last week. If you guys were here last week, we had a really cool discussion about my idea for a new mod or a new challenge, which we still need a good name for. I don't know if like the skill tree challenge is a good enough name. To me, it could be better. For now, we're calling it the skill tree challenge. And I started writing up the rules for it. And I started writing up like how you get to each level and then what you unlock at each level. I'm doing my best to try to gear it towards both the console players can also play it and not just PC players. But if I write a mod, it's obviously only going to be for PC because it'll be a script mod. But I want to make sure that everyone can, you know, at least join in the fun, I guess. I think that's one of the reasons that Crustu's challenge is so popular, is because anyone can play it. It's not just PC players. It's not using special mods that you can only get in one place. It's very generalized. Rusty does a really good job of making challenges like that, where anyone can do them and you don't have to have special stuff. And I don't want this new idea of the skill tree thing to be something that everyone can't do. So what I might end up doing is like making like a PDF that you can print up on a printer and paper, and you can just like check stuff off when you get to certain levels. You know what I mean? And that way console players can also join in. And I also hope that with the next version of the game, that they start to open up scripts going onto consoles. I know there's a big blockade on it right now, but I also know that other games allow scripts in consoles, so why doesn't FS? There's this like kind of debate going on, but I don't want to get into the debate, but I really hope that they open up scripts for FS, because in all honesty, there's so much you can do in Farm Sim in their scripting language, and for the fact of the matter, like, seriously. Oh, it's too far away. I was gonna try to like get rid of the green screen for a second and show you. I don't have it in front of me, but like they released a book that the Farm Sim team is promoting right now about scripting. And I got the book because it was on Amazon. I mean, if I had to order from Germany, there was no way I was getting it, but I got it out of Amazon. And I haven't actually read it yet, but they want people to script, so why not allow that to happen for consoles? Right, 5Gen? Like, I hope, like, little stuff like that. Like, I'm not breaking the game. All I'm doing is giving you it, like, the time-saving stock check. Great example. The time-saving stock check. All it is a menu. Like, it's just a screen inside the game that gives you some information in a format that you normally can't see. Right? And it's just a better format for the same information that's already in the game. And that's all mine's going to do. That's all my thing for this challenge is going to do, is it's going to basically create a screen just like that. And with little icons and badges or whatever, if I can find an artist to make the badges for me. But I hope that they start allowing stuff like that. You still want an update all button? Well, Kix, if you use the FSG mod manager, it has an update all button. You're not going to get one from Giants. And the reason you're not going to get one from Giants, I don't think that you're going to get one from Giants. And the reason is when you update a mod, what happens is your game reaches out to their server, singular, and downloads a single mod to update. And so when you set a bunch of stuff to update in the UI, it's probably calling the same server over and over, which doesn't help with load balancing. Ideally, they probably have a CDN, content delivery network, and so there's multiple servers they're contacting. And so if I'm going to update all, I would logically they would probably just do it in series. So they would have it would update the first mod, then update the second mod, then update the third mod, which is how it works today. That's not how update all should work. Update all should be multi-threaded, so it should just like, oh hey, there's 20 mods, and set 10 workers off downloading mods. So you get like 10 things being all downloaded at once. That would be the right way to do it. And no, I'm not going to write that for you. Hey, Northern Farm Sim, welcome in, sir. Thanks for being here. I was catching up on some of your videos today. You're so far ahead that I don't even know where you are in the challenge, but welcome in. Not this challenge, obviously, the other. The Calmlands challenge. I don't know where this guy's going. He's just, like, doing stuff. Not what I want him to do. And there's a slurry tanker over there on the other side of the farm for no reason. He's totally not doing his job. These AI workers, they need to, like... They need to get their crap together. They're not very good at this game. All right. Like, what month are you in? Have you finished the challenge yet? Like, you record so far ahead. I feel like you're already at 25 episodes, and the rest of us, like, I'm on episode 7. All right, you need to go to the bakery, I think. Unload. I'm gonna pretend that that's gonna work. It's probably not, but I'm gonna pretend. This guy is over here. I don't know what the hell he's doing over here. Like, why are you over here, dude? You're in the wrong place. You're not even remotely close to where you're supposed to be. Like, really? How hard is it to drive around a tight yard? Just, like, actually, that's kind of funny, because that's actually the opposite of how this game works. There's no such thing as driving around a tight yard in this game. Oh, 17? That's not bad. So I'm only 10 months behind. Like, I just started recording 7. And I just bought 1 and maybe 2 more huge pieces of property, and so I have to start the whole process of mowing everything again. It's a binge playing challenge. I wish I had time, dude. I would totally do it. Wish I had time. I need to binge edit is what I need to do. Because I have 2 other challenges completely recorded and just not edited. They both need voiceover, whatever. I haven't done that before. They need to be edited. 2 almost completely finished challenges. And Rusty's been waiting for one of them for a really long time. Sorry, Rusty. I told him forever ago, I'm like, hey, I did your challenge. It was really fun. And he's like, oh, really? And then he hasn't, like, I haven't done anything with it. And I had a ton of fun playing it, and I binge played that challenge too. It took me like 13 months or something like that to finish it. 14 months. And it was super fun, but because I wasn't doing voice or setting up the microphones, it was very easy to just binge play it. Like, it's so much easier to binge play instead of editing. Wow, that worked out really good. What are you doing? What are you doing, dude? Okay, now you're being crazy. Nope, stop, nope, nope. Ow, stop. Ah! Auto drive is still on even after I teleported. You know, I get into modes where I like editing for like the length of a video. And then I'm like, I need a break from this. And in all honesty, most of the editing I do is relatively simple. I'm not like doing anything fancy. And so I just need to... just do it. All right, there we go. There's the last of our sugarcane. How much sugarcane did we do? It already started processing, but you know, it's not very fast. So let's see how many liters of sugarcane we got off that one field. So if we remember, the field is right here. It's this thing right here, 2829, which I don't know how big it is because the game won't tell me. Does it? Yeah, it doesn't tell me. Actually, no, maybe it'll tell me. This field was... Come on, it should say right here, right? No, it doesn't say. Oh yeah, here's 0.75 hectares. And this field was 0.8 hectares, so like 1.9 hectares, roughly 1.8 hectares, something like that. 1.6. I don't know. I can't do math. That netted sugarcane. Where's the sugar factory? Yeah, about 450,000 liters of sugarcane. So there's that. I do that all the time. And right now the recording for Calmlands is extra challenging because I'm using 2 cameras. So I have 2 cameras that I have to synchronize. Okay, this thing's just frustrating me. I have 2 cameras that I have to synchronize, and then I have to get all of that data onto one computer, and then all kinds of other stuff. It's not easy, but it's cool, the look of things you can get. Let's say that. All right, while this guy is driving, and we're gonna have him drive back to the farm. Go to the cow buy point. Okay, while he's driving, we have stuff to look at. Fabric wool, fabric cotton, those are going. We can check those off of the checklist. Is that checked off? I can't see that small. Tell me if it's checked off. Is that checked off? I think it is. Let's pretend it is. We're making sugar beets and cotton with our greenhouses. They're just producing stuff to make money. We don't care. We should probably send one of them to make olive oil. So I feel like we're going to need olive oil. So let's activate olives on this one. Turn off sugar beets. Deactivate from that one. Make sure olives is distributing. And okay. We need to do that one. This production thing is one of the ones that's going to be hard is this one right here. We need to make diesel. We need to make 30,000 liters of diesel. And to do that, we need methane and water, which we have. We need, I don't know the math, but a lot of sunflower oil, a lot of canola oil, and a lot of soybean oil. And we don't have any soybeans. We don't have enough. Like, we're not even making soybean oil. Like, we have 5,000 liters. That's it. So we have these. These should be close to being enough, but we need soybean oil. So we need a lot of that. That one's going to be tough. We haven't done that yet. And the other one we haven't made yet is the pig food. So we need corn and wheat and sunflowers and sugar beets. Now we have wheat in here. Maybe enough. Maybe enough wheat. We don't have enough corn in here. We need just a little bit of sunflowers, which we have 0. And we need just a little bit of sugar beets, so we have left. So we need sunflowers in here for that one. That one's going to be tough. Mineral feed is going to be a pain in the butt. I believe this is rocks behind here, even though it's covered by the recipe symbol. We also need wheat and canola and corn and sugar beet cut and potatoes and water and lime, all to make mineral feed. We haven't even touched that one. That one is like, I don't even want to think about that one. Just record it to the main PC. It's easy to do. Well, that's the thing is I'm recording 2 different. Wait, can OBS actually record 2 different videos at the same time? I just thought about that. Like, I know it can input, like if I have 2 capture cards, I can capture from one PC and then, or I can use my capture card to capture from the other computer. But I need 2 separate full res video streams being recorded at the same time. That's what I would need for that to work. Do I have the trailer axle locker on here? Nope. This should be fun. All right. This is like the world's hardest backup maneuver. I bet I can't do it. I'm gonna try though. Oh, we're going good. Remember, I'm doing this on keyboard. Nope. I can't believe I've gotten this far. Nope. Hey Ronnie, how are you? I'm like trying to do like the hardest backup ever with a articulated trailer that doesn't articulate in the normal way. It articulates in a really weird way. And I think I just got it. Oh yeah. Come on, don't bend it. Don't destroy it. Keep it going straight. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah. I'm totally hitting that shovel. I don't care. What? I did it. Yes. Welcome in, Ronnie. How are you and your brother? Are you guys doing good? Hope you guys are doing good. I missed you guys because Bruce hasn't been streaming, obviously for very good reasons, but I normally say hi to you guys every day, and it's been a couple days now. I can't believe I made that backup. +1 for Josh. You guys want to hear a funny story? When I learned how to drive, most people, like their dad's like, takes them to an empty parking lot or something like that, right? And says, here, you can drive around the parking lot. This is how the brake work, this is the gas pedal, blah, blah, blah. So we're behind our house, and there's this like 10-foot wide, like an 8-foot wide like parking space between a tree and a fence. So you got like a tree here and a fence here, and right in this spot right here, that's where we parked our trailer, right? And then there's a hill right here, so you have to jackknife it in. And so the first thing he taught me how to do was how to jackknife the trailer into that little parking spot. That's the first thing I ever did driving a car, was how to jackknife a trailer. I was like, what the heck? But that's how I learned. This thing's beefy. Like this forage harvester thing it's big. I think those teeth looks pretty sharp, so I'm gonna park those in. I'm gonna park those facing in, not facing out, so I don't like cut off my knees. And look, because we sold our planter, we have a nice little parking space for our new forage harvester. Hello, Mr. Forage Harvester. Nice to meet you. 1896 for sheep. Doing good. 14.15 for cows. Is this guy full yet? I mean, I did just back up that like weird articulated trailer. It's so much easier in FS because you can use the jackknifing to your advantage versus like in real life where, you know, you'd break your truck. But I can't drive in a straight line either, so. This thing is like messed up. It has like the trailer, the start overloading thing. And like if it overloads, I don't know where it's going. All right, there's the rain that I was expecting. Right on time. All right, we're delivering that one. That one's going. We got our forage harvester back on the farm. That's good. The poop is getting delivered. Why is this guy sitting here? You're not unloading? Again, my courses are not set up for these big trailers. You need to adjust the courses. Like, if I wanted to get this course to work so that it would unload properly, this trigger that says digester unload point, I'd have to move it forward. So like, so that it doesn't happen again, I can just do this. Just do this. That. And do this. Like that. And as long as he gets the unload point, so like this, I can test it again, hit go, and he's going to, oh, I made it to the unload point, now he can unload. So you have to set up your triggers so that you can get the vehicle and the trailer to the, like the tail end of the trailer inside the unload point, which is, you know, the little yellow box right there. That's how it works. Excuse me. All right. I want to go. Can I just sleep? So much to do. Here, you go to the farm. I'm just like sending them back and forth. Because the looping stuff just doesn't work on this map because it's too tight. Alright. This guy is stuck. I'll help him. Mainly because there's a truck in his way that I parked there. That was my fault. Sorry, buddy. Need to deliver this. Deliver the eggs for the dairy bakery place. It needs all of them. All right, we haven't checked the bakery in a little while. Let's check the status of the bakery and see how it's doing. Dairy is making everything, and it has everything, so it should be good. The bakery, on the other hand, is here, and almost all the recipes are on. The sandwich recipe is off for some reason. Why is this recipe off? Let's turn that one on. The dough recipe is off for some reason, but I think it's just because we were waiting for something. Now every recipe here is being made. They're all being made all at once. And they're being made very slowly. Like it says 14,400, but it's not actually going that fast. Let's speed up time. So of the stuff we've made at this bakery, this is my storage house for the bakery. We've made 15 pallets of pizza, 15 cookies. We're halfway done. 64 pallets of cake. Is that enough? Math. Hold on. 64 times 4. Whoops. 64 times 400 equals. Oh, it's not enough. We need 75 pallets of cake. So we're actually almost done with the cake, with the bread cake. That's pretty good. Cake's one of the hard ones. Yes, you missed, Ken. You missed the sugarcane thing. I made 450,000 liters of sugarcane. It was amazing. And you missed it. How could you? And we also have to make cereal at some point. Which means we need to start delivering honey over here. And oats. We don't have any oats, do we? There's too much stuff to take care of. Cavailier Roy, you made this too hard. You made my challenge hard. Why? We do have oats. Show locations. So I have 38,000 liters of oats because these are all like matching with each other. So 38,000 liters of oats. Let's go get some oats over to the deliver oats to the cereal factory. But yeah, Ken, we made 40. I was trying to show you and I got distracted by the oats. Sorry. I don't know where it is. It's in this list somewhere. There it is. Sugarcane. 450,000 liters of sugarcane being converted into sugar. Sugarcane, check. I need just for this challenge, like I need to be able to click a button and like show a big, huge green checkmark emoji on the screen. That's what I'm gonna do for next time. Hey Cortana, add a checkmark emoji to Stream Deck. What, it doesn't work that way? I wish I could swap out Siri with Cortana. Cortana seemed like much nicer. Siri's like, she's sassy sometimes. Actually, I don't want Siri or Cortana. I want the librarian. 10 points to anyone who knows what novel the librarian is from. There's your secret. This guy's going to the total wrong location. I don't know why they keep doing this. I know why they keep doing this. I think I know why. It's all these backup routes for delivering, like, I don't need any of that. Like, go away. Here, I'm just going to cut them all off. No more backup routes for you. No more backup routes for anybody. No more backup routes. You're cut off. You're not allowed to back up into the silage bunker. Stop rooting through the silage bunker to get places. Okay? No more. Look at that. You guys are all fired. No more. I'll fix that later. Stop trying to back up through the silage bunkers. All of the routes think that like the silage bunker is like the main primary route to drive through the farm, and it's not. Gosh. Okay, let's get rid of this giant behemoth trailer. If I didn't have camera collisions going apeshit, I might actually be able to back this thing up. But I have camera collisions going crazy. All right. So I'm actually on an older version of the time-saving stock shack, which still has this bug where if you have multiple silos that are next to each other, it thinks you have the same product in all of those silos, even though you don't. It's actually a game bug, not time-saving stock shack, but I was trying to help Mark code around it. I think he fixed it. So I just have an old version. So sorry. But welcome in. How are you tonight, Ken? How are you tonight, Northern Farm Sim? Are you guys doing good? Hope so. Northern Farm Sim, I don't know if you saw my recent episode. I made your field bigger. Made it bigger. Not much bigger. And then I planted sugar beets in it. Did I? Yeah, I did. I don't know if I've released that episode yet, though. I don't remember. I'm like lost too. Productions. Cereal factory unload. Go. All right. What's next? Who else needs help? Who else of all of these robots need help navigating? Yep. It is a field of beets. Yep, it is. Haha. I don't know if that's haha to you or haha to me because I'm gonna have to one to harvest it. I did find a cool sub 200 horsepower beet harvester though. There's a Forschritt thing somewhere. It's like 150 horsepower. It does beets. It looks pretty cool. I used it for like 5 seconds to see if it works. But yeah. All right. So, why does the manure say 1.4 million liters of manure when this says 8? What? Is there manure in this thing somehow? There's 1.4 million liters of manure in the pharma? That's really weird. All right. Cows, 500,000 liters of food. Sheep, they're slowly eating through the grass bales that I left them. They're good. Oh, wait. Chickens, good. All right, let's sleep. The only problem with sleeping is we can't sleep too fast or else the animals will die because they go through so much food. All right, let's sleep. We got 20 minutes left in the stream. Let's see if we can get to like maybe January. It just takes a lot. Animal upkeep, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Still at 100, not a, oh. I gotta touch these so they go into the trigger. Okay, sheep still have enough food, good. Cows are running low-ish. And it's awfully late. Or early. Horses are doing good-ish. Yeah, they don't actually eat very much food. And all I care about is the cows and the horses. This is full of milk. Hold on, let me look. I think it's only half full. Yeah. Milk's good. Slurry is not full, so that's good. We do need... Nope. Yeah, you can do it. We do need to get some... some hay into the cow pen. Ooh, just made that turn. We do need to get some hay into the cow pen so that we can let the robot loose. And we have a trigger for the robot. I added a, like, I'm strategically giving the robot mineral feed only when I want the robot to kick off making food. Otherwise, it just makes food constantly and it just makes so much food. So I only give it mineral feed when I want it to actually do its job. If that makes any sense. There's not enough space to place all the objects. I know. Great demand at exports. That's great. Oops or poops. Oh, I didn't even check the poops. Where's the poops? Oh my goodness! I don't know how much this manure heap extension holds, because this is like the base game one, and I don't have the thing that tells you like the stats of how full it is, but that looks pretty dang full. Yeah, and that was one night, not even a month. That was one day. So, and because I'm doing 3-day months, that means that was like essentially a third of a month, and I generated 400,000 liters of poop. of manure in a third of a month. That's redonkulous. The black... Oh, he reached the serial unload point. Good for him. I'm so proud of the worker for actually getting where I told him to go yesterday. I'm never going to get that last one. One day's worth. Yeah, 400,000 liters. I feel like I'm blocking somebody. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry. Oh, look, you're driving the right way. Oh my gosh, he's doing the right thing. Before, he used to drive around the farm for days. And now he's actually driving through the farm. And he should just go into a backup loop over there and fill up. Am I using hot manure? I don't know what hot manure is. I mean, you know, manure is always hot as far as I'm concerned. And this is just a base game barn. This is the base game cow barn with feeding robot. But Cavailier Roy took it upon himself to update it to 2,000 cows and 9 million liters of everything. So it's a little bit more than a base game barn. 2,000 cows. It's a lot of poop. And it has like 2 point something million liters of slurry in storage too. And the BGA can't keep up. Like, I deliver, you know, 1 million liters of BGA, or 600,000 to 900,000 liters of slurry to the BGA. And the BGA, I have it like times 50 or something silly. Like, I have it totally maxed out, and it can't keep up. Oh, here's my wool problem. If I didn't have my spawn pallets stacked mod, by the way, you should check it out on ModHub. PSA time. This is the spawn pallet stack mod, which takes a normal chicken barn, which would normally only spawn 10 pallets. Now it spawns 20. Oh yeah, I sell the milk whenever I get a chance, and when I sell it, it's like I make $2 or $3 million. How full is the milk? Let's look. The milk is currently 1 million liters. And there's the wool. Nope, not that one. I didn't want that one. I wanted this guy. But I'm just going to leave him attached, because he's going to need to get more hay tomorrow or something. We're never going to make it to January. There's too much. Too much to do. Yes, it's a spawn pallets stacked mod. That's my brainchild. I came up with that. I released it on ModHub. It's pretty cool. It stacks pallets on everything. You don't have to do anything to any mod. It just does it. It's magical. All right, so we got hay in here now. Great. We got... Oh, we need to get rid of the poop again. We'll use the Xerion for getting rid of the poop. Because Xerion. That's the reason. That trailer that we so painstakingly backed into that corner, yeah, we're just taking it right back out. I'm gonna drive diagonally through the garage. Don't sue me. See, you're so close. But this Xerion is a nice tractor. I like it. But it drifts like crazy. I backed this thing up to the back of the shed last time and left it there. It just drifts forward. Like it's fun to do. It just keeps drifting. You know, the Xerion, one of my favorite things about the Xerion is the tracks and stuff. But one of the things I like the most, and I don't know why, is the exhaust. I love that side exhaust thing right there. I don't know why. It just looks super cool. All right, I'm filling up with poop. Hopefully I'm not getting away the slurry tanker, who's finally doing his job properly. Good job, slurry tanker. I'm proud of you. You have learned how to auto drive. While we're waiting for that, because there's never a dull moment, I'm going to go the other side of the map. Enter vehicle. You can come back home. Go home. Bye. So then I think for cereal, the only thing we need is honey. So maybe I should stop feeding honey to the bakery and start storing it. Bring it over here. Let's look. Sugar beet cut. Sugar is no sugar beet cut right now. That's cool. Where's the bakery? Here. How much honey does this thing have in here? It's only got 16,000 liters. I'm not producing enough honey. I need like 30,000 liters. You can give the cows milk? What? That's super weird. Tahitian's got a lot of really interesting stuff on it. I played on that map for a little while and it looks nice. I think and it's using like the new grass texture thing. It was nice, but it's just a little too much for me. Some things I didn't like too, but whatever. What's next? I think we're good. I think we just have to sell some stuff and do the thing. 200,000 liters of poop. Let's do this. Let's set this guy up in a loop. He's gonna go to, and this may or may not work, but I think it's gonna work. I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm doubting it's gonna work. I'm like talking myself out of it actively. I can't read half of these. Pharma, good. Digester, good. Manure, go. Booster, go. So no one got the librarian reference. Sorry. Did you just say the words "I was short on silage" rank? You were short on silage? I didn't know that's possible for you to be short on silage. I thought silage is your favorite thing. That's really funny that it just showed up as TMR. That's good. All right. Oh, look, there's honey. I was just talking about honey. But that's not very much honey, even though these bees are going crazy. Let's load this stuff up. Let's deliver it over here. All right, Ken, thanks for coming in. No, it's a book, Northern. A book. A novel, like with pages. Paper. Monster Seed. I'm like taking an 8-axle trailer or a 4-axle trailer and I'm doing like the world's longest like 17-point turn. And now I have 1,300 liters of honey. Yeah. So I was a really big... I read a lot when I was a kid. And I can't read anymore because I have bad vision. But I still listen to a lot of audiobooks. And the book I'm referring to is Snow Crash by Neil Stephenson, and which is actually one of my all-time favorite novels ever. I've probably read it 3 or 4 times. But Snow Crash is... It's about like... It's one of those things where it's set in a bunch of things. But anyways, Snow Crash has this part where they're in virtual reality, and the main character, he goes into virtual reality, and he was gifted only in the virtual world an AI helper called the Librarian, who helps him. Oh wait, I think I'm set to not unload all. No, T? No. Oh. There we go. And he gets a virtual assistant called the Librarian, and the Librarian has the access to the entirety of human history and like all of those documents, and he can ask it. And the big thing is it's like way past, it's science fiction AI, where you can actually just talk to them and they'll give you the information you need, or they'll actually do research and find stuff, not like Siri, who said, I found this answer on the internet. Like, Siri believes the internet. She believes that if she can find it on the internet, that it's true. Now she's talking to me. But anyways, in that story, he has this like virtual world, virtual reality librarian who becomes his personal assistant and helps him solve the thing that he's trying to solve in the story. It's a great book. Well, we got 2,000 liters of honey, so that means we can kick off the cereal production. That's pretty exciting. And it's now almost the end of the stream, and I still haven't even made it through November. You can see how this is going to take a little while. So between today and tomorrow, so between today and next time, I'm probably going to work my way through the winter months. There's nothing else to do on the farm. There's no contracts to do. I'm not going to shovel snow, even though I do have a snow blower. I'm not going to bother. I'm just trying to get this whole thing done. So when we come back, it's probably going to be next week. We'll probably be into spring sometime. Maybe April or May, where we can start planting. We have 3 fields that are pretty big. 3 fields that are pretty big. And we need to plant, I don't know, stuff. We need to plant corn and soybeans, basically. Those are 2 major ones. And both of those need to be planted in the spring. All right, and honey. Dropped off the honey. Good. And cereal. I have everything. Look at that. And we need 2 honey and 2 So to make 30,000 liters of cereal, we need another 13,000 liters of honey. It's gonna take forever. So you know what that means? I'd put some more beehives down here. I'm gonna find a really big beehive that has more bees, and then I'm gonna get rid of the honey spawn point we have that only spawns 1 pallet, and get the one that spawns 16 pallets, or at least 4 pallets, and then you can use my stacking mod and it'll spawn 12. And then I'm gonna fill up that lot there with more beehives. And I'll probably fill up every lot for every production I own with beehives, so we can speed it up a little bit. We have plenty of money, but we're just like, honey is going to be a roadblock here for us. All right, anyways, This needs to go to the bakery load point. Go. This guy is waiting for that guy. And the BGA is full of slurry. So that's not useful at all. I feel bad selling slurry here. Like selling it at the exports place. Because it's like... you get like nothing for it. Like you sell slurry direct. And you get like... okay, it's not selling, it's doing something else. You need to be reset. There we go. Now it's selling slurry. Watch. We're not going to get nothing for it. We're going to get like 5 grand for it. Or 10 grand or something like that. I mean, it's 10 grand. Yeah, but I have $10 million. I don't care about that. Selling points. Exports. Go. Alright, so this is going to sell slurry at the exports while we do other stuff. And the last thing we need to do is turn on the robot. So this is how I turn the robot on. I come over here. Set store deliveries right there on the drop point. And then I come in here. And I go into pallets. And I scroll over here to mineral feed. And I buy 6 pallets of mineral feed. Yes, for 42 grand. And because I put them right on top of the spawn point, they're all draining. Yay! And that was 60,000 liters of mineral feed. And that will trigger the robot to start making TMR. So when I go to sleep right now, he's going to go make TMR. And we're going to keep going. I'm going to wake up at 9 because it's already getting winter time. See, we're not even going to make it to December. There's too much to do. Alright. Super dark. It's November, 9 a.m. I left the tractor running somewhere. 200,000 liters there. The robot's running. The poop is full again. Seriously? Where's the guy who's supposed to be delivering poop? He's not doing his job. The wool is also full again. I don't even know why I'm still taking it to the spinnery. Like, the spinnery is never going to process through all this wool. And we're just going to eventually just give up. Okay. You're done. You're done. Oh, look, he's coming back. I still want to see if this guy actually picks up the manure. Do we have enough time for that? Yeah, we have enough time to watch this guy pick up the manure, I think. It's obviously not a good idea to be driving on the highway with tracks, but you know. Whatever. I just like the beefiness of this tractor. Oh wait, we have the time going so fast, it's already 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's already dark again. that was, oops, a mistake. Let's see if this guy picks up the poop, and then we're gonna call it for a night. While we're watching this guy, I want to say thank you to everyone for being here. Thanks for coming and hanging out in the chat. It's been really super fun. I really, for me personally, this little 2-hour block where I get to live stream is, it's like my break from, you know, working full time and, you know, doing everything I can to be a great father and husband. And we have a roadblock. I'm gonna super strength my way out of this roadblock. But thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for coming in. It means a lot to me that you guys are coming in and spending time chatting and asking questions and enjoying me rambling on about all the things that were farm sim related. It means a lot. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I will have another episode of Calmlands coming out hopefully soon. Maybe tomorrow, the next day. I don't know. I'll get to it as soon as I can. I'm trying to fill in my time recording here and there. And I have my final episode still to edit for the breakfast challenge, which will be great to finally get that off my plate. And I still want to see if this guy's going to be able to pick up his poop, so let's check this out. And if not, I'm just going to teleport him. Oh my gosh, this guy's going to be in the way. Come on. Come on, guy. Go get that poop. Just go hide in here for a minute. Let's see what this guy does. What are you gonna do? Where are you going? What in the world are you doing? Here, I'm gonna move this right here. I know that's not really valid, but last time this was in the way. Why are you driving around this field? Like, what are you doing? God, what is this guy doing? Oh, thanks for hanging out, Eric. Really good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thank you very much. This guy's like, he's going around a field that doesn't exist anymore. I don't know where he's going. Whatever. He's probably not going to go get that poop at all. I don't even know what he's doing. Where are you going? Not even close. You know what I'm going to have to do now, and I didn't want to have to do this, but I'm going to have to fix the auto drive. And like somebody else did the auto drive for this map, and I didn't do it. I just using someone else's, and I'm going to have to fix all of it so that these guys do their job. And look, we're already full on freaking wool. First of all, before we go in there, I'm going to come here. Oh, it's filling up on gas. Okay. These triggers are so close. There we go. See, it says there's 1.4 million liters of manure in there, but there's no manure in there. All right. Well, I'm getting the poop for myself. Don't matter. Thank you, everyone, for being here. You just need the horn to beep and you would lose it. Yeah. I don't even know what the button for beeping the horn is. Nope. No idea. I've never actually honked a horn. I know some people get in their tractor and the first thing they do is honk the horn, see what it sounds like. I don't even know which button to press. Keyboard. I could look it up if I want to, but I'm too damn lazy. Thanks for being here. We'll catch you later. Bye-bye. Thanks, Luke. Thanks for being here. Kix, thanks for being here. Northern Farm Sim, thank you so much for being here. Well, I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to get this thing to deliver poop properly. So I'm gonna have a poopy night. Yeah. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.